Hello everyone. Today we'll talk another very important topic. It's related to the Indian Constitution, that is structure of judiciary. Dear students, Indian Constitution of India has provided an integral single judiciary system. The Supreme Court of India is apex, or we can call top or the highest judiciary authority. The High Court at the state level are subordinate to the Supreme Court. The subordinate courts at the district level are supervised by the high courts. While seeing the structure, first at the top Supreme Court will lead, and next to that High Court, and next to that district courts, and in district courts another three different types of the categories are there. Subordinate courts we can call here. First one is the civil court, criminal court, and revenue court. Coming to the Supreme Court, it is the apex court in the Indian judicial system, and according to the Article 124 of the Constitution, the Parliament of India determines the number of the judges for the Supreme Court. And presently, for the Supreme Court of India, having the 25 judges and a Chief Justice. And judges of the Supreme Court, including the Chief Justice, are appointed by the President of India as per the advice of the Union Cabinet. That Union Cabinet is headed by Prime Minister. The judges will be retired 65 years of age, means the retirement age of the Supreme Court judges is 65 years. Coming to the qualification of the judges, and means what qualification required to become the judge of the Supreme Court means, the first one, foremost very important, should be the citizen of India. And second very important qualification is should have served as a judge of High Court for at least 5 years, and should be an excellent jurist. And finally should have an experience as an advocate for at least 10 years. These are the qualification of the Supreme Court judges. And looking over the functions of the Supreme Court judges means original jurisdiction is the first very important functions of the judge of the Supreme Court. The power to hear and determine the disputes in the first instance between the states or the center and state. And appellate jurisdiction is the second function, that called the power to hear the cases in appeal. And the third one handles the cases of a violation of fundamental rights, and many under the Article 137 Supreme Court can review any judgment pronounced or ordered made by it. And under the Article 129 the Supreme Court is a court of record. It maintains the records of proceedings, acts and decisions, and it acts as a guardian of the fundamental rights of citizens, and finally it acts as a guardian of our constitution even. So next, another very important structure comes under the judiciary means High Court. Okay, these high courts are also called the middle level in the hierarchy of judiciary and are subordinates to the apex court or Supreme Court. The high courts have the full control over the subordinate courts in the state, and our constitution establishes a high court in each state. But the parliamentary may establish by law a common high court for two or more states or union territories. While seeing that one, right now we will see the composition and appointments. Okay, for all the high courts consist of a Chief Justice and other judges if they are required. The judges of the high courts are appointed by the President of India by consulting the Chief Justice of India. The Governor and the Chief Justice of the concerned state is the responsible for appointment of the judges of the high courts, and the Chief Justice and other judges hold their office up to 62 years, means the retirement age is 62 years. What are the qualifications required to become the judges of the High Court means? Should be the citizen of India, mandatory, should have served as a judicial officer or judge of the lower court, and should have been an advocate for a High Court, same. And very important functions of the High Court judges means these courts have no original jurisdictions in the criminal cases and also minimum in civil cases. But under Article 226, a High Court can issue the writs, very important. Listen guys, 226 article, High Court can issue the writs in the nature of habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibitions, and quo warranto for the enforcement of human rights. And it will issue the writs in all cases of violations of any rights, and it has an administrative control over the subordinate courts in the state, and it maintains the records of proceedings, acts and decisions of high courts. And finally, the High Court is also responsible to deal with the cases of quotations of the constitution. Another third level structure in the judiciary means the district courts. Okay, what are the district courts? First of all, the subordinate courts we can call here. Article 233 of the Indian Constitution provides an appointment of a person to be the posting or the promotions of the district courts in any state by governor of the state in consultations with the High Court. And persons to be district judges should have the experience of minimum 7 years as an advocate and should be recommended by the High Court. Types of the subordinate courts means, as I told at the beginning slide, civil courts, criminal courts and revenue courts. So let's see one by one. Civil courts means what? The district courts is a civil court presided over the district judges who is also session judge. Below the district courts there are courts of subordinate judges and munsifs we can call. And the functions of the civil courts means it exercises both original and appellate jurisdictions in the civil cases, and it supervises the subordinate courts in the district. And third very important subordinate courts is criminal courts. Criminal courts is also called as a session court and presided over by a session judge, and he can pass the death sentences, but it has to be confirmed by the High Court before execution. Below this court there are munsifs courts are there once again. And finally third very important subordinate courts is the revenue department or the revenue court we can call. These are headed by the district collector, assistant commissioner and tahsildar. They are here revenue cases of the district at different levels. This is a brief information of the structure of the judiciary. In the next class with a new topic once again we'll discuss, guys. Thank you.